Let's sell it, okay?
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Now tell them about the balloons, the singing.
Oh.
Let's hear that excitement.
All right.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
I need a good used car.
I got rid of my old scuba outfit and got me this here terrific sousaphone.
Local television ads, past and present, have an uncanny way of making an impact. Campy humor and appearances by hometown business owners looking to connect with customers are par for the course.
The founders of advertising long ago realized that advertising is about being local.
Ed Ackerley is owner of Ackerley Advertising, past president of the American Advertising Federation of Tucson, and has been in the advertising business since 1968. He says many things have changed, but the purpose and need to connect with customers at the local level remains the same. Ultimately, local commercials feed into our human need to create community.
Ay, caramba! Southwestern paint?
When they actually get up to go buy something, they're typically going to work with somebody that's a local person. And so if they have a relationship with a car dealer or with a restaurateur or with a store that's a person that's made a brand profile for themselves, then that relationship is even stronger. So it's a powerful tool.
Local commercials have long relied on jingles, personalities, or humor to capture our attention. Some have been more successful than others, but the objective has always been the same, which is to connect with local consumers by getting noticed or doing something just a little bit different.
So that's how you guys got to be called the Buck Stretchers.
The Buck Stretcher was a really good campaign. It had a buck stretching, and so it had a mnemonic device in it to get people to think about stretching their dollar.
Lord, they're good people.
They're called mnemonic devices when you have a slogan, a jingle, or stretching the buck, or pyrotechnics, or whatever. It's a way for people to tie their concept to the advertising product, and it's a neat way to try and get people to remember who you are.
They're often cheesy and campy, but local commercials can be memorable. And whether we like to admit it or not, business owners are successful in influencing viewers.
We decided to do a commercial, and I said, you have to be recognized, you have to know what you're selling, and it has to be memorable.
Chris Edwards is owner of Tucson Appliance. His business started in 1993 as a small service company. But when he decided to branch out into retail, he felt television would be the best tool to connect with the public. And his commercials included a memorable mnemonic device.
At Tucson Appliance, where our low prices are your priority.
What I told him is, I'm just going to dress up. The Hulk is coming out, that movie. Let's just dress up like him and do a commercial like that, because we have scratch and dent appliances. And so what I'll do is we'll mock that up and see how that works. Well, it just turned out to be a flood of customers.
A flood of customers is what most advertisers hope for. And for Edwards and his appliance retail business, the recipe for success has been to latch onto movies like The Hulk and other pop culture icons of our time.
Superman came out just before that, probably 6 months before that, I did a Superman commercial. Batman came out, that was the worst commercial I've ever made, and you could see it on Sports Illustrated. I think I got many views as being one of the worst commercials ever. But it got a lot of attention. Good, any advertising is good advertising.
Pardon me, ma'am, but I see a minor dent here that can save you 40%.
I get comments all the time. We'll tell people that we produce television commercials for Chris and Tucson Appliance, and they'll say, really? It's like so cheesy. They're so bad. That's what they are. That's what makes them fun, and I think that's what makes them memorable.
I can't even read the fine print, and you're telling me I can't.
We like to have a lot of fun when we work, and I think that shows in our personalities, and it shows the way we build partnerships with our clients.
Edwards has paired up with Commotion Studios for his most recent television commercials, and he says the quality has improved.
There's really a basic idea when it comes with Chris. We know he's going to be in an angel outfit or, wearing a John McEnroe tennis outfit or something like that. But basically, we just ad-lib it as we go.
You don't love Tucson Appliance, where our low prices are your priority.
While humor is the hallmark of local commercials, not all choose to go cheesy.
Pop money to send funds to virtually anyone, anywhere.
We have Sean Miller, Coach Sean Miller from the U of A basketball team is the spokesperson for Hughes. So he's incorporated into the spots.
Carrie Stratford is president of the Caliber Group Advertising Agency.
We do marketing, branding, public relations, and advertising for clients locally and across the country.
Stratford says local advertising has evolved considerably in recent years. Her clients expect a national quality spot, but with local connections.
So Scott, show me where their first position is. There's a lot of logistics to a TV commercial, and we hire local crew and local talent. We act as the creative director, art director on set.
No, she's gonna move around.
Set like that can have anywhere from 20 to 40 people on it.
And Stratford says the evolving media landscape still makes television an effective tool for businesses.
It's interesting how the equipment has gotten better, so the commercials are looking better even if they are shot locally. We used to have to transfer from the film that we would shoot 16 millimeter, we'd shoot film, and we'd actually have to send it to LA to have it transferred so that we could do editing and do the color correcting out in LA. And all of that has become accessible to us here in town, which is quite fun.
Hey, what are you doing? You look great in an outfit like that.
TV advertising is evolving to reflect changing tastes of target consumers. However, many of the old vintage commercials were successful in claiming space in the minds of consumers. They were memorable, and they continue to serve as the inspiration for a new generation of advertising.
Oh, Samoa?
I don't mind if I do.
You remember all those old spots, and that's because they were memorable in some way. So humor can be a good method for making something memorable.
You'll love Tucson Appliance, bro. You'll love Tucson Appliance, bro.
Take 5. Everybody watches TV. You see everybody else on TV. We need to be on TV.
He doesn't take himself too seriously, which I think is great, and I think it lends itself to a good, fun final product.
Join the team, committed to your winning success.
Thank you. Perfect.
Advertising is a vehicle in a variety of ways to create a commotion, to get people to take notice.
At Tucson Appliance, where our low prices are your priority.
That's good.